Hello, my name's Drew Jarvis and I work at Cancel. I'm an application specialist and my main focus of expertise is in the Revit and AutoCAD platforms. Also support Navisworks and different types of programming. Today I'm going to show you how you can use Collaboration for Revit as a replacement for Revit Server. Collaboration for Revit is a cloud-based service that takes away the IT requirements that Revit Server had. So I'm going to start by logging into my A360 account. You see here the name of the account at the top here, so cancel13 at autodesk360.com. Now, in order to add a new project for use in sharing files across multiple sites, it's very easy to just come into your center here, create project. Within the interface, we need to name it. So this is going to be my example collaborate project. For the project type, you'll notice there's open, closed, and secret. Now within your organization, if the project is open, anybody will be able to see the project and anybody will be able to join the project. If it's closed, anybody will be able to see the project, but they will need approval in order to join the project. And if it's secret, then they will not be able to search and find the project without being invited. And obviously they won't be able to join it without approval. So closed would probably be the most normal. Down here we can enter team members' email addresses and invite them. I'm going to click create and my new project will be created. Now that I've made the project, you can see I have a project dashboard homepage. So here's the example collaborate project and we can see that currently there's just myself as the project member. And we could upload data here, so that could be different files that we could upload. We can also invite people and we can even go and send messages or create events inside of the interface here. So there's a lot of work that can be done. But the main thing you're going to want to do with your Collaborate for Revit project is actually upload a file to it so that it can be shared across multiple locations. So in Revit, if I just go and open up the sample project, I'll go to the C drive. So I'll open up the basic sample project here. You'll probably be familiar with this house building. What I can then do is go to my Collaborate tab here, and you see I have the ability to enable collaboration. So this is on your Collaborate panel, where you would normally find the Worksets tool. So as I hit Collaborate, you can see I can either collaborate within my network, which is basically where I just enable worksets and work sharing, or I can collaborate using A360. Now this is where I will take my file, enable work sharing, and upload it to the cloud. So I'll click OK. It's going to ask me to log in. And once I'm logged in, it's going to enable me to upload that file. So here we can see the name of the current Revit project file that I have open. You could rename it at this stage if you want. And we also have different projects available. So the example Collaborate project is the one I just created. So I'm going to initiate. Regarding the Collaborate tools that you see here, you do have to install an add-in in order to get these. So let's take a look at how we do that. Within Google, if you were to search for Autodesk A360 Collaboration for Revit 2015, you'll find the first page that comes up is a page within the Autodesk website that has the download for your add-in. Now you're going to have to take special care to read this information here. You notice, for example, that you need to have the correct build installed. So user release 7 is going to be important. Whether you have the base version or the subscription R2, you're still going to need to have user release 7 installed. Now you can check which version of Revit you have installed, which build you have installed, by going to the drop down and the About Revit, which I'll show you later. So once this is downloaded, it's just a simple case of closing Revit, installing the add-in, and then opening Revit back up again. Back in Revit, you can see that I have successfully initiated the collaboration, and so it's enabled work sharing, it's created the default work sets, it's uploaded the model to A360, and it's saved a local cache of the project file. So I'm going to close that. I told you I'd show you where the build for Revit is. Well, that's just in the help drop down here, and about Autodesk Revit, and your build number is always up here. So this is in 2015 March 3rd, and it's the 64-bit version, and it tells me here update release 7. So now if I go to my Collaborate for Revit site, and I'll do a refresh, you can see that it shows that I've uploaded a file. Now, more importantly than that, anybody else that accesses the project will now be able to open that file. So imagine I'm a different user. I can come in here and click open, and on the left hand side here you'll see that there's an A360 link. This is just like Revit Server without all the setup where you needed to edit INI files with server names and things like this. So here's my example Collaborate project, and then here's the file. So I'll open that up, and it's just like working in a work shared file now. However, even better than the work shared file, we now have this great new interface. So the communicator is a dockable pane that will sit on your screen and can be moved around and enables you to see what's going on. So when somebody does a synchronize, that information will be displayed here. If you wanted to message somebody, then you can send it to them using the communicator. If they're logged in, they will receive it just like an IM. So it's a very powerful communication tool within your project. Most important thing though is that when you are trying to move something that somebody else has ownership of, this is the place that you're going to find out what's going on. Who has ownership of it? Have they synced recently? This type of information. Okay, so that's the introduction to the collaboration for Revit via A360. My name is Drew Jarvis, and I look forward to presenting the next topic for you another day. Thank you.